Hi guys, welcome back to Garage Gossip. My name is still Myra, and I am once again back here with another episode because that's the whole point of a podcast. But whatever. For the people watching this on YouTube, if the lighting is a bit weird, I'm very sorry. The sun is shining outside. I am sweating so much, so if I'm a bit like shiny, my apologies. It's 20 degrees outside. 20 degrees Celsius outside. For the people that might be listening to this in America, that is extremely hot, and I don't know how much that is in like your temperature, but it's extremely hot. Like I'm sweating. Anyway, anyway, we will be talking about the Miami Grand Prix, obviously, and at the end of the episode, I will also be giving y'all some F1 related book recommendations because I thought that would be fun. I haven't read that many F1 romances, but I have read some and I have some recommendations for y'all. So yeah, that is what we will be talking about today. Let's just get straight to it. Alright, before I actually jump into the episode, my window next to me is open once again, so if you hear it, I'm very sorry. I hope my mic isn't picking it up too much, but I don't know. So yeah, I'm very sorry about that if you can hear it. Anyway, so let's start with Miami. First things first, and I just discovered this while doing some research on the Miami Grand Prix, like what am I excited for and everything like that. It's a sprint weekend. Yes, like I didn't notice. Like I mean, I knew because it's in my journal. Like I made my journal pages for it, but I totally, completely forgot. I was like, we won't have a sprint till we're like racing in Europe again. Miami is a sprint weekend, and I can't remember if this was a sprint weekend last year as well, because in my mind it wasn't. But now that I'm thinking about it, it was, and now I have to research this. So luckily, we can consult my handy dandy F1 journal of last season, which that's the only reason I make F1 journals, so that once, like, if I don't know something, I can just consult my journal. Oh, it was a sprint weekend last year as well. It's so nice looking back at the page that I made last year of the Miami Grand Prix and just seeing race results, Norris in P1, and just thinking back on this time last year. It's insane. This time last year, we still hadn't had a Norris win. Like, we were still waiting for Lando to win a race. And it's just so insane that Lando has now won so many races already. I think 4 or 5 races already. Like, that's insane. Like, so much can change in a year, and that's kind of exciting, but it's also insane. I don't know. Just so fun. If anyone wants to see my reaction to Lando winning his first race, it's on my TikTok account. It's on my personal TikTok account. So if you want to go to my personal TikTok account, I suggest you go to my Instagram account of the podcast. Normally, my personal TikTok account should be linked on my Instagram. So if you want to see, it should be there. Yeah, that's totally random. That's totally awkward random. I don't know if anyone got that reference. If you did get that reference, you are a directioner, and there's no way around that. And I love y'all for it because I'm one too. Anyway, I'm going off track here. See, the heat is already clouding my mind. It's not doing great things. Anyway, so yeah, Miami sprint weekend, guys. So remember that. I don't know what the timings are. It's probably not going to be great timings. I think it's going to be very late. I don't like late races, to be honest. Like, it's not fun. It's not fun. I'm not a fan of late races. I prefer morning races over late races. Obviously, normal like midday races are the best. But then if I have to choose between a late night race and a morning race, I would definitely choose morning races because I'm definitely a morning person. So for the people in Europe that are on my time zone, which I don't know what my time zone is, but I'm in Belgium, so do with that information what you will. Free practice is from 6:30 till 7:30. Sprint quali is from 10:30 till 11:14. obviously, because it's weird timing. Then the sprint race is from 6 till 7. The qualifying for the race is from 10 till 11, and the race is from 10 probably till like 12. That sucks. It's good that I don't have class at 9 in the morning. Yeah. But yeah, that's the timing. And like I said, I don't prefer. I prefer a morning race, but I mean, obviously we can have a morning race because it's in America. Whatever. I came across this information on TikTok, and I don't know how much I should believe it, but I still wanted to put this in here. This Grand Prix, so the Miami Grand Prix weekend, apparently is gonna be the last Grand Prix weekend before Max becomes an actual dad. I mean, we know that he is already a stepdad to Penelope, but now we all know Kelly is pregnant. She has been for quite a while, apparently, because apparently this is the last weekend that Max will go to a Grand Prix without being an actual biological dad of a child. And I don't know if this is true, because I don't know how the timings works with Kelly's pregnancy, because I have no clue how long she was pregnant when she posted on Instagram. But that's kind of fun. I saw online somewhere that it's gonna be a girl, but they haven't really posted about it yet. But I honestly also think that it's like I have a feeling that it's gonna be a girl. Like Mummy Pig of Peppa Pig is gonna get a girl, then Kelly is also gonna get a girl. That's how it works. That's how it works in my brain, okay? And I just see Max as a girl dad. I don't see Max as a boy dad. I see him as a girl dad. Like, I see how he is with Penelope already. Like, I cannot wait for the Max Verstappen as a dad content that we might get. Like, I need that content. Like, I'm not a major Max Verstappen fan, but that content, I need that. I need that. So yeah, that being said, I don't know if it's true, and I don't actually know if Kelly or Max is gonna post anything about like Kelly having the baby. I don't know, because also like it's their lives, and they don't have to share everything that they do. Obviously, they are both public figures, but it's still their lives, and they can still choose whether they want to post stuff about the baby or not. Okay, and I'm asking everyone. I don't think many people will hear this, but I'm asking everyone to just respect their privacy. Like, if they say, yes, baby is born, but don't share anything else than that, respect their privacy. Okay, don't go digging. Okay, don't go digging. That's not our jobs. As fans, we should be supportive of whatever they share and whatever they want to share, and we should just accept it. Okay? Don't go digging. Don't go digging. Okay, anyway. Moving on. I'm also, if you have noticed, trying to talk slowly because my English teacher told me to. He said that I speak a little bit too fast in daily life, and that is why I also speak too fast when I have to give a presentation. So he said, try to talk slowly in daily life, and then it will also be easier for you to talk slowly when given a presentation. So that is what I'm trying to pay attention to. So yeah, great. Um, anyway, Miami. What are the storylines that I am excited about? Firstly, the McLaren battle is on. Like that. Because Oscar Piastri will go into this weekend leading the championship. And I know he will do everything he can to come out of the weekend leading the championship. But still, it is also the 1 year and kind of the 1 year anniversary of Lando's first win. So Lando is gonna want to win this Grand Prix again because I know he can do it because he's done it last year. So yeah. I mean, the McLaren battle, like I said in my previous episode, I'm scared. I'm scared. I just don't want this title fight to ruin their friendship because I love the Lando-Oscar friendship. I love that. And I just don't want it to be ruined. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. So Yeah. Yeah, and they're both great drivers. Like, we've seen that. They're both great drivers. But I'm just a bit scared of what will happen. You know, if it's like a championship battle between like two drivers from different teams, then it's fine, right? Then it's fine. But those drivers are the same team, and that scares me. That scares me. This is also like the first year that I've been really watching F1 that the championship battle has been on since the start of the year. Because last year, okay, we kind of had a championship battle, but not in the beginning of the season, really. More like towards the middle slash end of the season. And so this is my first time navigating the championship battle at the beginning of the season, and it's a bit heavy. Yeah. It feels weird talking so slowly. Like, I'm not used to talking slowly. I'm used to talking very fast and just letting my enthusiasm shine through when I'm speaking about something. It's weird talking this slowly. And like, you would think that when I'm speaking more slowly that the episode will be longer, but no. I feel like this episode has been going on for like half an hour already, and we're not even at the halfway mark of half an hour. So yeah. Anyway, anything else that I'm excited about? This is a new circuit for the rookies, with also only one free practice session for them. And I'm a bit scared for that as well. But I have a feeling they will do great. Like, the Miami circuit layout, in my opinion, is not that difficult, right? If I can remember correctly. So wait, I have to digest this. Where does it start? Okay, right there. So we start in a straight, pretty long straight actually. Then we have turn 1, which is okay, turn 2 is okay, turn 3 is okay, turn 3 is a long turn. Then we have kind of like straight again. Turn 4, 5, 6, all just like a consequence. Then we have 7 and 8, also just like following onto each other, kind of a straight. We have 9 and 10. 10 is not really a turn. I mean, it's not really a corner. Let's say it like that. It's not really a corner. It's a turn, not a corner. Another straight, if I can call it that. 11 is a bit tricky. Okay, 11 is a bit tricky. 12 is okay, 13 is okay, 14 and 15 are a bit tricky. This is the part where I think Max took the bullet last year. I think that is the point where he took the bullet. But I don't know for sure. It might also be 11, but I think it's 14 or 15. 16 is okay. Then we have just like long straight. Wait, there is a DRS zone between 90. Oh yeah, okay. No, I was confused there for a minute. I thought the DRS zone started between corner 17 and 19, but the DRS detection zone is between corner 17 and 18, and the DRS zone actually only starts after turn 19. Okay, actually, I don't think this circuit is that difficult for the rookies. Like, it's not that the circuit is super narrow like with a street circuit. So that's gonna be okay. Like, there is runoff area at some more difficult turns, right? So I don't think we saw that many like DNFs last season either. So I have a feeling they can do this. So in the sprint race we had Orlando and Lance DNF, and in the actual race we only had Logan to DNF. All the L's were DNF. Those stuff I noticed. That's stuff I noticed. So yeah, I feel like they're gonna be great, my rookies. I think they're gonna be great. I put my trust in them. Okay, I put my trust in them, and I just need them to be great because I have quite some rookies in my fantasy teams just purely because I believe in them, and they don't cost that much. Like, their prices pretty decent. So yeah, rookies. It's just every time that the circuit is new for the rookies, I think it's just like a point of excitement for me, just purely because I don't know how they will perform on that circuit. So yeah, it's just gonna be interesting. Then yep, last season, and I don't know if you remember this, but last season Miami was the first race where certain teams came with upgrades to their car. Especially McLaren. That was the one. That was the most noticeable one of all. But I'm now wondering, will we see more? Will we see more upgrades this season? Which a sprint race is not the most ideal race to come with upgrades, but I mean, this is race number 6, so I feel like certain teams might decide to come with upgrades. Because what's next race? I think it's one in Italy. Imola? I think it's Imola. Wait, or it's Monza. No, there's no way that it's Monza. It's one in Italy, right? Or am I just completely wrong here? It's Imola. It is Imola, and then we have Monaco. So I mean, like, maybe certain teams will just wait for Imola because Imola is a normal weekend, and it's also, I think, a great place to come with upgrades. I think Ferrari might want to wait for Imola, but they might also want to sort that stuff out before Imola because they haven't been doing that well. I mean, they got a podium last weekend, last Grand Prix weekend with Charles, but yeah, I think that was just like pure luck. Honestly, don't shoot me, Ferrari fans, but I think that might have just been pure luck. So yeah, Lewis has also been saying not that great stuff about the Ferrari, and yeah. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. So yeah, I'm just curious to see. Like, definitely, like the lower end teams might decide to come with upgrades. Like, I'm talking Sauber, I'm talking Haas, I'm talking maybe Alpine as well. But the Alpine has been performing kind of great the last few races. Williams maybe as well, but I don't know. But yeah, that's that. That's that. Before we switch over to my book recommendations, I do want to say that the F1 Academy series is also racing in Miami, and I think it is definitely worth watching because this season they've only had 2 race weekends, and on those 2 race weekends, we've had 4 different race winners already. We've had Alicia Polmosky, we've had Dorian Pain, we've had Ella Lloyd, and we've Maya Work. Like, it's so fun. 4 different race winners. So I think right now Maya is leading their championship, but I don't know out of my head. I think Maya is leading, and then probably like Dorian in second or something. Oh yeah, wow, I'm so smart. Maya Work is in first, Dorian Pain in second, and then Chloe Chambers in third. And then the highest rookie is Alicia Pawlowski in fourth. So yeah, it's just that championship is competitive, and it also helps that they drive with like every person has the same car, but still, it's so fun to watch. So if you have the chance, definitely recommend watching, and it's gonna be before F1, so it's gonna be at a better timing than the F1 sessions. So yeah, that's that, and now let's move on to our book recs. So I haven't read that many F1 romances. I've read 4 to be exact, and I'm just going to talk about all 4 of those. The first F1 romance I've ever read is Throttle, and I think most of y'all will know this one. I also, for the people on YouTube, I have I've that book twice. I have the English version, which I've read and annotated, as you can see, and then I have the Dutch version as well. I got that from my uncle, which has sprayed edges, like not fully sprayed edges, but it has Formula 1 cars on the sides, and that is the only reason that I decided to keep it, because I will never read in Dutch. But yeah, so I don't fully know what this one is about anymore, because it's been quite some time since I've read it. I actually also don't know how many stars I gave this, because if you're not in the reading community, we readers, we tend to give books stars out of 5. So I just do this purely feeling wise. I have to look this up, how many stars I gave Throttled, actually. Let's go to Goodreads. I have a feeling I gave this like 3.5 stars, which it's okay, but it isn't amazing. But let's see. I gave this on Goodreads. It says that I gave it a 4-star, which seems okay. I just remember when reading this one that like when I started it, I think it's like the 3rd chapter, and it's about Maya and about Noah. Noah is obviously the Formula One driver, and Maya is the sister of Noah's teammate. And Maya and Noah, well, they've got something going on. They've got something going on. But what? You should read. You should read that. But I think it's like chapter 3, and they already talk about sex. So yeah, there is spice in this one. If you didn't know, there is spice in this one. So yeah, just saying that. But it's not the best F1 romance I've ever read. I think it might even be my least favorite of all. No, that's not true. That's not true. But yeah, I enjoy this. If you want to start with F1 romances, I think this is a great place to start. But the next ones are also a great place to start. So yeah, recommend it, but don't go in expecting like big things. Then I have read a full series. I only have the first and the 3rd book, but I've read the 2nd book as well. So the first book in this series is called the Drive Me series, and it's by Carly Robin. And the first book I stumbled upon accidentally when, like, I don't know if you do this in other countries as well, but like me and my friends, we do these secret Santas, right? And that's obviously like a lot of people do that. But we have this app, and in this app you can like select like what gifts you want. And this book was on there, and I saw Formula One and I was like, okay, add it to the wish list, right? And so yeah, this is called Drive Me Crazy. Like I said, about Carly, it's written by Carly Robin, and this is a Formula One romance about Blake. And Blake is obviously the driver, and we have Ella. Ella is a journalist, a sports journalist. She had a podcast, but she stopped doing that for a certain reason. And now she will write a biography about Blake to kind of help Blake's reputation. So Ella is basically she's just gonna follow Blake around the whole season and write about his life and about him as a person, basically. Because Blake is very closed off, he's very introverted, he doesn't want the public to know a lot of his private details, but obviously to get his reputation a bit better, they need to know certain things. So that is what Ella will write. And obviously romance. It is also a bit steamy. There are a little bit of spy scenes. This one in this book, I thought the spy scenes weren't really necessary, and they came in at awkward places. This book I gave a 3-star. So yeah. Then the 2nd book in the series, and I don't have that on like as a physical book, but I've read it on my Kobo. It's called Drive Me Wild. That is about Theo, and Theo is Blake's teammate. He starts the book as Blake's teammate. And also about Josie. Josie is the social media admin of McAllister Racing, which is the team that Blake and Theo drive for. And yeah, they've got something going on, obviously, because that's what happens in romance books. And that actually was my favorite of the whole like series, Drive Me Wild. I gave that a 4.5 star, I think. Definitely recommend that one. I think the spy scenes in the 2nd book, like in Drive Me Wild, were much less awkward, and the pacing was much better than in Drive Me Crazy. So definitely recommend reading that one. You can go into like the Drive Me series with whatever book you want. Like if you want to read Drive Me Wild before reading Drive Me Crazy, it is possible. But you will obviously get spoilers. Like they are interconnected standalones, so you can read them just as a single like standalone book. but they are interconnected, so you will get spoilers kind of if you go in reading the second book before the first book in the series. That being said, moving on to Drive Me Home, this one actually came out like beginning of March, I think, ending of March, like some not that long ago. This one is about Lucas and Charlotte is the sister of Theo from the second book, and Lucas is Theo's new teammate. Charlotte will travel with Theo the whole season because she doesn't really know what to do with her time, and she just graduated from college, I think, and she doesn't really know what to do with her time and what to do with her life. So she will follow Theo, and yeah, stuff happens. Stuff happens. There's always been this attraction between Lucas and Charlotte, but they've never acted on it. And they might do it in this book. There's also spice in this one. More awkward than the second book, but less awkward than the first book. Definitely like the Drive Me series. This is a great place to start if you want to start reading F1 romances. Definitely also because all the F1 terms and all the tracks and everything like that, it is really true. Like, this author is an F1 fan herself. Like, I follow her on Instagram and she's a big giant F1 fan, so she knows what she's talking about. And with Throttled, I just noticed that there's certain things, like certain circuits or certain places where races take place, that aren't real. Like, there's no circuit in that place. Like, the place is real, but there's no circuit or no race there. And in this series, it's not the case. Like, this, it will follow the actual calendar of like the race season. I think that the third book follows the race season of 2024 actually. So yeah, I highly recommend starting with the Drive Me series and then maybe go into the Throttled, like, what is it, the Dirty Yes series. I only read the first book in this series, so I don't know about the rest of the books in that series, but this series I fully completed reading and highly recommend this one. And yeah, that's it. The third book I gave a 3.75 star, I think. So yeah, that's the book recommendations because I've only read those four. Those four books. Yeah, but that's it. That's also it for the episode today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you will enjoy whatever you do this weekend. I hope you will enjoy the Miami Grand Prix weekend. Obviously, I am rooting for you and I am manifesting that your favorite driver will win. I'm also manifesting that my favorite driver will win, but I know that will not happen unless something crazy happens and Ollie wins the race. But I mean, we don't know, right? We don't know. We shall see. You on YouTube, you will see me again next week. You on Spotify, you will hear me again next week. And yeah, that's it. Bye!